Hello besties, it's me Sab. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. It is late at night on a Friday night, but I'm actually excited / really nervous to try this item. You will see why it's late at night. Let's get into it. We're going to be trying out these Kitsch Jumbo Flexi Rods Heatless Curlers. You might have seen me try one of these things unsuccessfully, to be honest. I was gifted more, so I did give them another whirl. Honestly, I have had no success with those. They come with the little silky scrunchies and the clips. You clip it on. My hair naturally has texture to it. It's pretty wavy, curly. It is hair wash day, so I'm going to wash my hair, come out. I don't believe, from all my research, this actually can become a heatless product for anyone with texture to their hair. This is only heatless product for those of you with straight hair. Whichever rods you put in, your hair has to be basically dry. It can't be too wet. It needs to just be a hint of dampness, because the dampness is what's going to be able to change the shape and hold the curl. If it's too wet, you're going to wake up, pull it out, and it's going to be wet and not actually hold the curl all day. Kind of get the gist. I did get a bonus product, so you will also see that in this video. It's the Happy Holiday Hair Set. I purely bought this, oh no, Warm Sugar Hair Perfume. I hope this smells like OG 2009 Warm Vanilla Sugar Bath and Body Works, because it's a hair perfume. You can spray it in your hair after you cook or do anything. If we're rocking these heatless curls all weekend, we can refresh the scent with this. So we're gonna be trying this out. I'm gonna go shower, get ready for bed and all that, and then once I have my hair dried, I'll let you know what I do. We're gonna apply them together. We'll see how hard they are. I'll wake up in the morning. We're gonna take them out together. Fingers crossed I can sleep in them. Fingers crossed they come out easily. Fingers crossed they come out beautiful, because I do have plans tomorrow. And then we'll go throughout our day and I will let you know how they last. I'm really excited and I'm gonna be very honest. And I am a harsh critic and I am picky, and I do really need my sleep. So let's hope these do not interfere. Because I already do have my own bonnets because people recommended that. And then I'm going to use my hair products, heat protectants, because I'm going to do a quick little blow dry. So I'll meet you back here.
So I just wanted to give you a little heads up while I was brushing my teeth, show you what my hair looked like down in case you haven't seen any of my videos before. And now I'm freshly out of the shower. I've washed and blow dried my hair. I used the L'Oreal Elvive in the golden bottle. I put in all those products I showed you before, and then I blew it out to like 85-90% dry, because if it is too wet, it's not going to hold again, like I said. So I'm planning on, if anything's too dry, just going back in and touching it up with like a little tiny bit of water from the sink. The parting is the key part, okay? Now, I did watch a bunch of those tutorials and they all had the general same idea. Parting. So here I am focusing on keeping my bangs out so that I have a proper place for the bangs to go. And I was like, all right, let's get the bangs out of the way so that I can get those done first, and then we can move on. If you've never held one of these little heatless curlers before, the reason I call it a pool noodle is because it does have a pool noodle type inside. There's obviously no hole for water or anything. It's just a solid noodle. On top of that, it's a silky cover so that your hair doesn't get damaged, but these ones are a little different. It seems like there's a metal bar inside so that you can have a little more structure, and then the snap to hold them closed. I am going to be doing towards my face on the bottom layers and away from my face on the top. But for these bangs, it takes me a minute because I was really struggling with the parting. It is also kind of really late and I am getting kind of tired. But then we try and put this jumbo rod in there. I can get it to grip. Okay, so basically, if you're new like me, the general idea is you slide it along to the very end. You wrap the ends perfectly smooth. If there's any kinks, any dents, any curving in the ends, it's going to look horrible. So I'm trying really hard to get my bangs smoothly curved and then locking and holding and folding under. So you have to have a bit of tension. While this is heatless, there is tension there that's holding this. I would not do this every day. If you want traction alopecia, definitely do this every day. But just a heads up from future Savannah, this is not light. If you are not having them hold, you're watching this like, how do I get these to hold? At the very end, twist more. So the bangs weren't working at all because there was not enough length. And here I am struggling because of my layers. If I had 3 hands where I could like hold the base and so that the layers don't fall out and then do the ends, it is practice. Practice makes perfect. I had to practice this top one like 4 times. You can see me doing it. And if it looks too loose and baggy, you're going to see me lock it up and act like this is fine and good. In a minute, we're going to go back because it is going to fall out. Watch me do these ones on the side. Now, I'm parting separately, so I've got the left and the right side. I want the left and the right both coming towards my face, so they're going to be curling different ways. I am trying to get volume at the root as well, so I'm brushing them all smooth. I go to the ends. This side, I tried, instead of sliding to the end and then curling it up, I tried wrapping it. I do think it ends up with a little bit of different curl, so if you're gonna do it on one side, do this on both sides. I'm obviously not a professional. This was my very, very first time ever doing it. I have done it since. I do think that having some sort of texture or grit in your hair or dryness is a key. So if your hair is way too soft, smooth, shiny, okay, yeah, brag some more. No, I'm just kidding. Add a bit of a texture spray and a mousse. Your hair needs to have like that grit, that hold, that texture. Plus, if you have really, really soft, smooth, fine hair, you're going to need a hairspray. Since my hair already has hold and grip and texture, when I pulled it out, it kind of lasts. Same with the shark. Products do change a lot, so you have to keep in mind what your starting point is. I'm starting with wavy hair. Now, here we go. That one side I did was too loose, so let me go back and try it again. A lot of brushing, a lot of hair oil. And if you want to know, my favorite hair oil is the Trader Joe's one. If you have a Trader Joe's, definitely get it. Don't order it online. I like it purely for the price point. It has a heat protectant in it up to 450 degrees. Smells like vanilla. It works really good. I've given it to my friends. I think they all love it. No one's ever told me anything otherwise. Now, I did see some girls pin and clip up theirs. I could see why, because I didn't like the way it was set on my head. It felt like it was too low, like the curls were going to be long instead of bouncy and tucked up and voluminous at the root. I like big volume. If you haven't been to any of my videos before, I don't like sleek hair. If you like sleek hair, you're probably going to want to roll these like differently. I don't know how, and I don't know why you'd want that, but if you do, your hair is probably great. Do what you want. Anyways, back to the hair. I was really, really just not believing that the bangs weren't curving, so I was like, we have to try it again. Please, this has to work this time. Spoiler alert! It doesn't work. It does not work. Now, if I miss something, you tell me. Here's the final look, and I was really sleepy, but I really wanted to smell this perfume. Where I put my bonnet on and kind of lock it in, so I woke up in the morning and could smell it. So I was like, let me just smell it a little bit. It's like a caramel apple. It's gourmand. It smells like a caramel apple mixed with that pink sugar perfume. It's sweet but fresh. Gourmand, ambery, vanilla, so yummy. Okay, here's the bonnet on. I did not want to put my bangs in because I didn't want to make anything weird, but we're about to snap back into the morning. Good morning. I got 8 hours of sleep. I will say they were rough 8 hours, okay? I was really tired, so at the beginning it was easy to sleep. You have, imagine pool noodles, big pool noodles, okay? I don't like sleeping with a bonnet on either because it feels like, ugh. Let's take the bonnet off, actually, now that I'm talking about it. But how do they look? I sleep, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh! That was incredible. Shook, shock, shaken. I am actually glad we ended up splitting the bottom into two and doing them two separate ways towards my face, and then this one's away from my face with my top layers. The bangs were too short. I couldn't get any of it to go in there. Part of it might have been the bonnet, because as soon as I took that bonnet off, I feel better. It was like sticking on my bangs. My calyx, fine, but I could touch it up. Okay. Oh, wow, that's already fantastic. Obviously, I've got to let it sit and not touch it for a minute. Let's see. She feels fully dry. I was about to just say, how are you guys sleeping like this? Are you guys sleeping? Are you okay? I was ready to check in on the Heatless curler girlies and say, you guys are more worried about your looks than your sleep. Maybe I get it. Maybe you'll get used to sleeping with them. Okay, I'm gonna do this one next, and you're supposed to unsnap and then untwist the way you twisted it towards my face. Oh, okay. So this one stayed way curly. Wow. If you have like a pixie cut like the length of my bangs, I don't see how this would work. I was having so much trouble getting this in my bangs last night. I don't think this works for bangs, but if you have long hair, okay. I'm nervous, so I've been gabbing. Let's take this one out and see. Away from my face. Okay. Oh, it's accidentally slipping in there. Okay. How's that look? It is early. I do have time if I need. I can re-wet, reapply. I've got like
3 hours till I need to go. It's only 7. Or I can fix my shark. Okay. Good volume, good volume. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of I'm like nervous because the top one might have been too wet. It's not wet, but it doesn't feel, oh, it feels like baby. What do I do about that? Okay, kinda. I have one qualm right now that all I can think is if I had a blow dry last night, I could have just finished off and done the wand, the rod, used my air wrapper, curled it, and then you wake up like this. And I could have probably... I did see one girl say she loved these wands, but sleeping in her socks was way comfier. I already had these over the last couple days. I saw a couple sock tutorials. Maybe I should try sock because they seem less bulky. I'm a side... back. I'm just like, I move a lot in my sleep, okay? And I had to just sleep in that one spot that I left for my head. Right there. I do need to fix my bangs, obviously. They're not, my calic needs a little straightening like that and then some volume, but I'm so torn. Really bouncy. It feels incredibly volumizing at the root because of the way I did it. I made sure to tuck them all and push them and make sure they were high up so there was volume. If you have really soft, straight hair, you're going to need a mousse texture spray. Stuff with grit and texture, not as soft and slicky. Soft and slicky is good, but you need it to kind of like, at the base, you need a bit of a mousse texture spray here. The ends can be soft and slicky because you're gonna wrap the ends. Once you get here, it kind of needs to have some secure, like, oof. I think I could have secured the bottom on this side more, but I do kind of like the longer, when I do my shark, I do these longer, less curly on the bottom, so maybe I'll brush this one out to match it a little. These are kind of not my favorite. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold on, I need a big light. I didn't want it, but I need the big light. Do you see that volume? Oh, do you see why I didn't want the big light? Can you see you guys? Kinda. How do you guys store this type of shit? Just sits in my drawer and bothers me. A sock would be way smarter. However, if you really love these, I could see on vacation, because you like don't even want to mess with your hair for 1 second, or maybe like you're on an airplane or something. I'm trying to think really hard the times in my life I'm going to use these. When I have big events, I'm not kidding you, the shark has changed my life. You are able to style so fast, but it gets it bouncy, voluminous. I really, really like this. I think I would have been way more impressed if I didn't have an air wrap. Even my Amazon air wrap, I still have it. If you guys want to see, I did a comparison between my shark, like a Dyson dupe, and my Amazon one. I think I prefer an air wrapper over this purely for the sleep aspect. I am so selfish about my sleep. I need sleep to be a good person. If you want me to show up as my best, good, true self, I need sleep. Food, meditation, I mean lots of stuff, but sleep is top of that list. Let's fix up my bangs to see how we like it. Add some oil to the ends because they are dry. I think another thing that's throwing me is the hair has really good volume except for the bang. So I need to fix that. I don't know what's going on this winter, but my calic is really trying me. I think I need a bang trim. We're gonna do like a flip over fluff. Judge the situation. The volume, I've got to give it. I did not use a mousse. I only used a slight texture spray. I need to get a mousse. I'm out right now. It's definitely still smooth. It's not as like smooth at the roots and the base and everything because of my natural texture as the shark. So if you have straight hair, or let's say you use the shark and your hair is naturally straight and it doesn't hold for 4 days, because I do get those comments. Are you using a mousse and texture spray? Maybe you're the one that needs these. I would use these to elongate your blowout. I don't think for textured hair I would use these for the start of a blowout. I like it. If I'm biting my words at the end of the day, I will let you know. Right now it's touch of frizz, touch of not as smooth as the shark. I can honestly, a blow dryer and a curling iron get smoother curls, but the volume, the heatless curlers beat a curling iron because of the base, and you need a good blow dry, but wow, these are really good curls. I'm gonna hand it to them. They are really good curls. You can you see? Ooh, the ends are kind of crispy from being like crinkled around, I think. Yeah, I don't think I did that right. Okay, hold on. This side looks better. Don't brush them more, just coat the ends. They do feel like they need to be brushed though. They're not as like soft and silky. They still have like a little bit of my natural texture, which I think is why we're getting that good volume. Maybe if you literally cannot blow out your hair the next day, you have something really big, you put them in so you can pull it out right, but I don't know. I can get this with the Shark and then have it last all day. Then the next day it's just not quite as voluminous. So if you wanted pure volume, maybe put them back in. I think I could have maybe curled a little higher on this side, huh? I thought they were supposed to be away from my face. I'm confused. Okay, whatever. Very 80s, big blowout, but it just feels dry. That's, as a whole, is throwing me off. Because you do the like 80% and then it's just kind of like still frizzy, and then the last air dries in those, I think that's what gives it that volume. But the texture, I prefer my Shark. All right, let's go rock it throughout our day. I don't think I need to hairspray or do anything or touch it. I'm gonna hairspray my bangs. Now hopefully they won't move all day. Now I'm gonna go throughout my day and I will update you if I have any thoughts, and I'll let you know at the very end. I almost forgot I was walking out. We gotta try a little warm vanilla sugar. We gotta add a little more. Incredible. Oh my god. I think everyone in your life, if they like sugar, anything gourmand, sweet, yummy. Oh, everyone needs this. This actually is so good. It's not sickly sweet. It's like yummy, delicious cotton candy, but a grown-up cotton candy. It's not like sickly. I would get this for everyone because you can spray it anywhere. Your clothes, obviously not your jewelry, but your hair can get it and it won't fall off and crack. Kitsch knows what they're doing here. Hello, I have the rest of my like makeup and outfit on, and I do feel like it's kind of a full-blown blowout, good look. Obviously, if I were touching it up with a curling iron or my hair styler, I would add a little more curl to the top half, but I don't think anyone's gonna notice and be like, why is the bottom half of your hair more curly? And if they do, they really hate me or they really love me because they're staring at me, so I don't care. Yeah, it might be that frontal lobe developing. I really don't care as much anymore. If you're gonna be rude to me, you're rude. Oh well, I don't care about what you have to say. So keep that in mind when you're trying new hairstyles, new outfits. If anyone's gonna hate, could be coming from a place of projection. They could be jealous, they could want what you have. Could be coming from a place of pure jealousy. You never know, okay? Their mom could just be mean to them. You don't know why they're mean. Don't worry about it, okay? Live your life. Update. The Kitsch Warm Sugar, we're gonna give it a little refresh because we're about to go out. She smells like an elevated pink sugar cotton candy perfume. So good, smells really good with my Lush Super Milk that I'm obsessed with, but she's not a lasting. Like if this had long lasting powers, I'm not kidding you, I'd go back to Nordstrom Rack and buy this kit for every woman in my life. It is such a good scent. There is no stay power, no hold. I even put a little bit of Aquaphor, sprayed it on like with my little perfume oil, nothing. It's just psh, psh, psh. But that's why it's okay for your hair because it's not really like that crazy. So I like it. It's a good refresher. It just kind of fades off. I also was outside running around with bones. Maybe that's why it faded off. It smells good when you put it on, but Lush Super Milk or a hair product genuinely makes your hair smell amazing for days. My final verdict is that they do work. I think these were made for women with sleek, fine hair that want to get volume and they're not accomplishing it. If you do the Shark, you can create this in the same amount of time. Truthfully, because you have to part, clip, sleep. I can see maybe I have done my hair and I have a few hours and I want to add a little extra volume. I already own them. I can see myself popping them in before a big event or a big dinner or something like that because the volume, honey, I don't have any mousse and I told you I ran out. The volume is unreal, out of this world, but it does, the way it dries and sits, my hair feels dry. I know it's heatless, supposed to be better for your hair. Can you hear that? I just have been wanting to add oil and oil and oil and it's just kind of frizzy, but it is a fabulous full like 80s big blowout. I need to fix my door. It's still freaking broken if you can see it coming at me. I was mostly hopeful that figuring out how to do them in my bangs so that I could wear this every night so I could have them off my head but have them come out and be like all lovely. It didn't work that way. So if you had that same thought, these aren't really for bangs. If you don't have bangs, you have fine straight hair, you will eat these up. If you have curls, waves, textures, they're not really gonna smooth it and slick it. If you're a similar texture to me, we can work with it. If you're any curlier, you would really need to probably use this for the 80% to get the tension, and then use these. That's how you would get the best actual blowout. I'm really glad I got to give you my honest, true opinion. I know I am a beginner, so I'm sure there are ways I could get better curls at the top, but I'm going to repeat one more time, my sleep is non-negotiable. I actually took a nap today. I was in so much pain, okay? I can't sleep in a bonnet either. I know a lot of people say for your hair care, you're supposed to sleep in these. They're all silky and soft. I can't deal with that like pressure on my head. I cannot. Let me show you. My pillowcases are from Kitsch. This one was given to me for Christmas last year, so it's like all fun and cute and Barbie. Just a classic, regular white. Love it. They have cute ones with bows, but I sleep on this, okay? And when I lay down to sleep on it, I'm not putting my hair in a ponytail. I'm not doing anything crazy. I am grabbing my hair, because I move a lot. I'm lifting it off my neck. I'm lifting it up, and I'm laying down. So there's nothing pulling, no tension. Because if you're sleeping on your hair like this all night and you're having breakage right here, it's because you're literally ripping it off. So flip your hair upside down, lay down, sleep on it. Make sense? That's how I do it. Because I hate how much room all of this takes up. I do think the snaps are smart. They are kind of hard with my fake nails, but it's fine. I don't think there's anything else I'm forgetting. That's a wrap on the heatless curlers. If you want to see me try the socks, comment it below. Maybe I'll do that in a short, main channel, whatever you want. Comment anything you want to see from me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it below and I'll get right back to you. I love reading your comments. Thank you so much for everyone that's already subscribed. And if you haven't and you want to join our little family, go ahead and subscribe now. Give it a like. It helps me out a ton and you can see more of my videos. I love you so much and I will see you next week. Love you. Happy holidays. I hope you're having a good time, whatever you celebrate. I'm gonna go buy Christmas gifts. Love you. Bye. Do you think Kitsch got their name from kitschy? Like, oh, that's so kitschy.